Did you see the viral moment where it was they interviewed him in the locker room and then he turned around?
Oh, I seen that. I seen the meme.
It was just his bare.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
His son interviewed him and was like, he's like, what do you think about this? And then Mike Tyson was like, I'm gonna kill him, whatever. Like, it's a fight. And then they kissed on the cheek, and then he walked away, and the camera zoomed out, and his bare butt out. I'm like, bro.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Living Room Podcast without the G. I'm your host for today's episode, Jason. And who would have guessed? I'm joined with the boys again, Dom and Bryan. And I got a special ghost guest today. He's from the podcast or 1/3 or 1/4 of the Sloppy Second podcast. Jeremy, welcome on.
Thank you boys for having me. Excited.
Of course.
Elon Musk, Joe Rogan, be worried. This is gonna do numbers.
There's a claim right now.
We're doing numbers tonight.
Let's go. So I guess we could start off with a really easy topic of how did you start your podcast? How'd the name come to be?
Yeah. Funny thing is, the name came up in college. So I was like a freshman in college. It was like 2018.
Okay.
Came up with it. Me and my friends in the dorms, because we weren't partying or anything. We didn't know where the parties were at. So we would just like argue about sports all night, and we'd just be like really drunk. So we were like, and they would get really.
That's really not a good one-to-one to connect.
Not a good,
18 and.
Wait. Go after some real criminals. But we were drunk on like Kool-Aid and all that stuff. On the vibes.
Yeah, on the vibes for sure.
But we would just get really heated, and then we were like, dude, this would be awesome if we just had just recorded us yelling at each other like this. It would do numbers. Like it was like the big Stephen A. Skip Bayless era, stuff like that. So we were trying to go that route, but we were in college, so we didn't really get to do it. But then COVID happened. Well, that's how the name Sloppy Seconds came up. We were gonna be like sloppy drunk, yelling at each other. It had nothing to do with sex, in college. I wasn't getting into it back then. But that's how the name came about. And then COVID happened. There was no sports going on. All we had were like podcasts and stuff, like Bill Simmons. So I was like, screw it, let's do it now. And then me and my friend Jeremy and then Nihal came up with it. And we're just like, let's just start recording, talking about sports. So that's how it is.
And what's the topics you normally talk about besides like on the sports side? Like, do you focus on more on like Stephen A, for example, focus more on NFL and basketball? Do you do all sports or just
so we try to do all sports, and then then we were like looking at like the numbers. It tells you like how many listeners you have like on the app. So I realized like obviously like the Bulls, the Bears, and like Sox or Cubs episodes are doing way better. So I was like, maybe it's best if we just try to localize this, because that's our audience. Our audience is my friends. So we just kind of like specialize, and now it's like the weekly episodes are like Bears, Bulls, or like White Sox. That's my team. And then one of my other friends
is tough being a White Sox fan.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
For you guys that don't know, they set the record for the most losses in the season.
That for sure.
We're literally the worst team ever.
Ever.
Ever, dude. It's embarrassing. Like I went on a date there, and I was like, dude, this is the worst team ever.
I know it's great because it's only like $10 to get a ticket.
It was awesome because it was $10 to get like the nosebleed seats, and then they took away security because of like the first section. Yeah, so you just walk down there.
That's what I did.
Wow.
So I watched a Sox game with some of my friends, and I paid like $20 for the nosebleeds. It was like on a Tuesday. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, there's no security. Just like walk down and like sit on like the lower level."
It's crazy.
So like we basically got like really good pricing like seat wise for like $20 because they don't care.
So 2023. So not this last season, but the year before, we were supposed to be like we just got a new coach, Grafal, and he was supposed to be like we were like a redemption team. Like we're redeemed because we had a disappointing 2022. Like we were supposed to be like a contender. We were like mid, which is like all sports teams in Chicago.
Right.
And then we ended up being like 60 and 102. So it was like one of the worst things ever.
And then as a fan, you're like, how could it possibly get worse?
Right. Can't get worse. But one of the last games of the year, we went in, and it was last home games. We went in, and it was one of those boycott games where they're like, none of the fans go, like, or if you go, we're gonna like wear these shirts called like sell the team. It's like a sell the team like boycott. So we went in there, and then people were like handing out like sell. It was like white T-shirts, just sell outside the stadium. So I got one, and then we went in there, and there was like I kid you not, like I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
There was less than 2,000 people in this big stadium. So you could hear a pin drop. So we were like, same thing. We bought nosebleeds. They didn't have any security in the front row.
Yeah.
So then we go down there and we're like yelling, like you can hear, everyone can hear us.
Yeah, it's
the
like
players can hear us. It's like really awkward actually. So like I'm like yelling like at the other team's coach. I was like, hey, we'll trade you this guy for that guy. And then like he's like coaching third base and he has like his hand behind his back and he's like going like waving his finger like no, I don't accept that trade. So like we're laughing and it's like the players could hear us. We're like cheering for one like 35-year-old guy he's not going to be on the team next year. And then eventually like I think the people next to us, I think they knew like the players, like there's probably who's like actually there.
Yeah.
And then they complained to the security guard and they like took us and they moved us back to our nosebleed seats. And then I told the security, I was like, hey, we're not trying to offend anybody. And he's like, dude, I get it. Like, I'm actually with you. I hope we sell the team. And I'm like, I appreciate that.
Yeah, because when I went, I don't know if it was the same with you. There was like no one in the nosebleeds at all, and everyone was in the lower
Really?
club. So everyone was either paying more,
Yeah.
or just finessing.
Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like these White Sox, like it's not even worth it. Like you go there and the fees are worth more than the ticket almost. Or
Oh,
like
facts.
70% of the
Really?
ticket.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how it is.
Huh.
It's
Facts.
brutal. But yeah, I mean, it's the podcast itself. It's good. We like localizing it because that's who people resonate with. But we'll
Right.
do like the big events like NFL draft, NBA draft, stuff like that.
Super Bowl,
Super
NBA
Bowl
finals,
picks,
stuff like that. Yeah.
trying to get like to the betting side.
Oh.
Yeah. I think we do like a parlay a week. Like this is our group parlay. We all give a leg. I think we're like 1-8.
Okay. So you just got that.
Yeah.
going.
So we got one, but it's probably in the green. we're in the money.
It's not about how many you lose. It's like sometimes like you lose a lot, but when you win one, sometimes it makes up for the losses.
Right. So, but love it. This is not as good as a setup as this. We got the lights, we got the mics here. I think ours is like on like a Zoom chat. We can't even see each other's faces.
So like there's no like video at all. It's just audio and
Yeah. So you have an option to have like it's literally like a FaceTime.
yeah.
Oh.
So it's like you have the like your phone there, and you could have a video on, but like the way we don't have like a laptop or anything, so we're kind of like I just like upload it, and it's like, oh, do you want to keep the camera on? And I was telling Jason earlier, it's like we tried to do when we all had the FaceTime on. And
Yeah.
it was like I looked at it was like my chin like, just showing, and the mic, I'm like,
It's like, oh, damn.
yeah. I was like, this is my double chin shot. I can't be doing it. So then we stopped doing that, and then it's like slower. Like it's like if you have to get into it, like you guys are obviously into it. You guys have all the cool stuff, but we just do it on our phones. So
Yeah.
we just do audio only.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Is that something you plan on doing in the future or no?
Yeah.
Or more like audio and video or
Yeah, I think what I want to do is definitely get the video in so we could do like the YouTube shorts
Okay,
and
that's
then
big.
like the TikTok edits. Like you see all those things that are like you see like the low, like not like what's it called, short length content.
short
Yeah,
form
like
content.
reels
Yeah,
and whatnot.
short form content. Yeah.
Like I try to escape TikTok. I actually deleted TikTok because I was like I'm scrolling way too much.
Oh, I did too.
Doom scrolling, the
Dude,
doom
I'm doom
scrolling.
scrolling. Which I talk about
did
with that.
too. I was like, no more.
Yeah, dude. And then all of a sudden, like Instagram Reels is a thing now, and then like YouTube Shorts. I'm like, dude,
Well, you can't avoid it now.
You can't escape short videos.
Yeah, it's
You
like
can't
Facebook's on
escape
Facebook now. It's on Instagram.
Yeah.
It's on TikTok,
Everywhere.
YouTube.
yeah, it's like
So-
a Black Mirror episode. You can't escape it. Like, I'm on the toilet like 20 minutes. Damn.
So ideally, would you want like a setup kind of like this, or would it be different?
So we've talked about multiple things. So we tried to do like a live stream where it's similar to this, where it's like we're in our living room. We have a table.
No pun intended.
Bro, it's copyrighted.
Copyright.
No G.
Yeah.
No G.
Without the G.
Without the G. But yeah, same thing. Like we kind of like this setup. We're in the living room area, talking about sports, and then like a live thing of us watching like TV or watching a sports game, us talking about
like
it,
reacting.
and stuff
Okay.
like that. But I think for that, which is a good idea. I think the thing is that with that we have to like character build a little bit, like
Yeah.
introduce someone and what's their personality, who are they, why would you want to watch this type thing? So
Yeah.
I've watched a couple of streamers that did the same thing, similar to this, but like they do a live stream every week. What's the streaming platform?
Twitch?
Twitch.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
And there's Kick. There's a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
Well, YouTube as well.
YouTube, yeah.
yeah.
But I would watch like these Twitch guys,
Yeah.
and they would have like a live stream, and they would just talk about sports, and then I would just like join in and like I chose my name. I was like my name is like Lonzo Goat Ball. Like I'm a Lonzo Ball fan, so I was like, and I would just ask them like 100 questions. I'm like, can you talk about this? Can you talk about this? And like they like had like 50 listeners, so they appreciate anyone that's listening. So they always just answer my questions, and it was really cool. So that's how I got the idea. I was like, dude, if we can just do this kind of content where character build and talk about sports, people can kind of just like pregame and like watch with you.
Yeah.
Very
Kind of
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Are you allowed to like live stream the actual games on like let's say Twitch or YouTube, or is that like copyrighted?
Probably not on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think
I can
so.
see on Twitch.
Yeah.
Twitch is a lot
I've seen people
lot
like watch
less.
sports and you just see them and or like their friends or whatever, and then like they could share like stats on like a website, but they can't actually show video from the actual game.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
It's like that. I've seen
Yeah.
things like that. Where
Yeah.
it's like they shows just like what the viewer or like the shower or the host, I guess is a better word to put it, is
Yeah.
actually show or watching, and then the game itself. So,
Yeah.
because I think there's more restrictions on YouTube.
Yeah, I know for sure. Like the NFL has a lot of restrictions on like highlights and people that can post like upload
Right.
film stuff like that.
right.
But it's funny you said that because it's like the Tyson fight yesterday.
Yeah.
Antonio Brown was like at the event, live streaming it at the event, like on X. So that's how I was watching it. Like the Netflix stream like broke.
I heard
I
it was
heard
really
that.
bad.
It
It
was
was
so
really bad.
bad. Like it was like I couldn't tell if it was my Wi-Fi or it was just buffering. But like, everyone was saying it was like the buffering. Like,
Yeah.
it just couldn't hold that many people. So I
You
was
would have
just-
think that they would have planned this because there's like a year or two in the making.
This
you
is
know?
like Netflix.
Yeah.
exactly. So-
Netflix got money.
Exactly.
and then I'm just
What's
watching.
that subscription going towards? You know,
How many views were there? I think it was like 100 million or something.
I have no idea. I didn't see the
They weren't
total.
ready.
Antonio Brown, when I started watching his live stream, like the first 3 rounds, it had 5.5 million people watching his live stream on X and it wasn't even like a fake thing. It was the big screen at the stadium itself.
Yeah.
and he was just
Oh.
like filming the big screen while he was like there. And I was like, okay, I was watching.
He was like in front row and he's just like zooming in and it's like they look pretty
Right
big on
there.
camera.
No. It's literally like it was the Cowboys Stadium. They had this huge jumbotron, so he's like filming the jumbotron, and I'm just like on the couch.
It's like I'm there.
Yeah, might as well be. So,
How was that fight? Did you watch it?
dude, did you guys all watch it?
I watched it.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it. I heard about it though.
Oh.
What'd you think? I thought it was a little boring.
Yeah, it was kind of boring. Like I was at a party actually while it was going on. We kind of gave up on the stream because it wasn't working on their TV. So everyone was just like watching on their phones while doing karaoke.
Yeah.
And I remember like the first 2 rounds, Mike Tyson was like, I thought he was kind of like piecing him up, and I'm like, okay, so like everyone really underestimated him, and then he did nothing for the last 6 rounds.
Yeah.
Just stood there and just blocked, and like he got hit every
This is
now
the
and then.
contract, bro. He had to
So-
let Jake Paul look good. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that it said in the contract that he's not allowed to throw any like knockout blows or anything like that.
So why would you fight Mike Tyson?
Right. Well, that's
It'll go to like decision, but
Yeah.
like I feel like he can't punch him without killing
Yeah,
him. You know?
exactly.
yeah.
It's the hold back.
Yeah. It's like when you hear about it, like 58-year-old fighting 27-year-old that's
Yeah.
actually training consistently. You're kind of like, you know how this is gonna go, but it's Mike Tyson, so I like bought into it. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, dude, he's gonna be some like throwback moment or
I
some
saw
like
like
retro.
73% of bets were on Tyson to win.
Yeah, so
Because he was the underdog.
Yeah, he
That's
was
the
the
only way to,
underdog.
like, make money.
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah. So I was
Okay, so that makes sense. Then I would have picked Tyson. If
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet on Jake Paul.
logically,
You
but
wouldn't
I
make
mean,
much
since
money.
it was
You'd
Jake
probably
Paul, like
Yeah.
I guess that there's
you needed to bet 200 to get 100 for Jake Paul.
yeah.
So if you bet on Jake Paul,
Right,
But
right.
that's, I mean, my mindset was like, dude, I mean, I don't hate either, but I was kind of like, dude, I cannot bet on Jake Paul just in case Tyson wins, and then I'm known as the guy that bet on the
Supported
YouTuber
Jake
over
Paul.
Mike Tyson. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't be that guy. But yeah, I thought it was a little slow. I mean, like you said, like the first 5 seconds of each round, he'd kind of come in there, and then like you'd like get tired, and he'd like would just go back and just play defense. I'm like, oh shit. Like,
I mean, do you think it was a real fight and Mike Tyson was just old and like tired? Because I thought it was fake as hell.
I think what I think it was is Mike Tyson is just old. And he can't. and he can't.
I think we established that.
Yeah.
I think it's old.
Do you guys know that he's old?
Maybe the audience doesn't know.
Do you know 58 is old for boxing,
For
right?
boxing. And a lot of
Sports
them
in
are just
general,
young.
man.
Yeah.
Except for golf, maybe.
Well, yeah, golf can be like
Yeah.
80 and you still playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think what happened is he's got like, you could see when he walked in, his like legs are like
Heavy?
shaky. Yeah, he, like you can't really move. He gets punched and it's slow reaction. So it's kind of like, I think what ended up happening was like, I think Jake, like you kind of said, like Jake Paul like just don't knock him out. Like, just don't embarrass him. Like, it was kind of like a lot of
the contract was for Mike Tyson not to throw any knockout punches to Jake Paul.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good for
So
him.
it's,
That seems weird to me.
So like when he's
Well,
like
that makes
missing
more
and shit,
sense,
like
though, yeah.
because I've seen fake fights where like they're real boxers, but like you could tell that maybe the promoter said, no, we want this person to win. He's the money guy. Like, don't do anything bad. And it seemed like one of those fights where, like, the first couple rounds, you saw what Mike Tyson was capable of.
Yeah.
And then you saw him just hold back and like just miss badly. And it's just like, yeah, he's definitely throwing the fight right now.
Yeah, it could be too.
He could kill him in the ring. Like, I was telling everybody like he could knock him out in the first round if he wanted to. Like, that's the only way he'd win.
Right.
Yeah. It didn't seem like a real fight. If it was a real fight, then I think Mike Tyson would have gotten knocked out. Like if he was like that old.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to say too. Like, I think Jake Paul is kind of they showed the highlights, and I think Paul was throwing, but I don't think he was like putting all his might behind it. It was kind of
He's jabbing a lot. I
yeah, it was
think.
like touch. It was like touching. It was like touch
So
boxing.
no haymakers or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah, Mike Tyson was never hurt at all. I mean, he has a pretty good chin.
Yeah. Did you see the viral moment where it was they interviewed him in the locker room? And
No,
then
I
he
didn't.
turned around.
Oh, I seen
You see
that. I seen the
And
meme.
it was
Yeah.
just his bare ass.
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
His son interviewed him and was like, he's like, what do you think about this? And then Mike Tyson was like, I'm gonna kill him, whatever. Like, it's a fight. And then they kissed on the cheek, and then he walked away, and the camera zoomed out, and his bare butt out. I'm like, bro.
Wait, did you see the weigh-in? Like the whole thing that went down?
He
Oh, yeah,
slapped him, right?
He slapped him.
Oh, I saw that.
I saw that like he barely stepped on Tyson, and Tyson just like nah.
Yeah, it was like
He said it
WWE.
kind of hurt though because he was wearing shoes and he just like
Yeah.
stepped
Yeah.
on him. So like his instinct is to like kill him, but then like
Killer instinct.
I feel like he was really trying hard like the whole night to just not like just wail at him and like f him up.
I think I saw a picture where they were hugging, and everyone's like, "Oh, this was because it was like his mouth was by Jake Paul's ear." It's like, "Oh, is this chance for him to take his ear off?"
Yeah.
Imagine.
It was
Throwback.
it was truly awesome to be able to like our age to see a Tyson fight. Like I even though like we didn't.
I mean,
weren't
there
old
was
enough.
Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah,
a
that.
couple years ago.
Yeah, I watched that one too.
So-
But dude, 3 years makes a
That
difference.
one was better. Well, because Mike Tyson was actually trying, and Roy Jones Jr. was just hugging and running the whole time because he's like,
And who's
Right.
is he another fighter or is he
older
yeah,
fighter.
he's an
or
all-time great
influencer?
fighter.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I'm not a boxing guy. That's why I asked the question.
Yeah.
Because yeah, Mike Tyson was really popular in like the 80s and early 90s, and then
Yeah.
Roy Jones is like late 80s to like early 2000s. So they're like maybe like 10 years apart. But I thought Mike Tyson definitely won that fight. So like that's why I was kind of confused when he was going up against Jake Paul, who probably doesn't have that much power compared to like a real boxer. Like it looked like he was like afraid to like throw punches or whatever. Maybe he was old, but like in those first 2 rounds, I saw what he was capable of, and I saw him like try to hold back, and then he just did nothing. That's why people are booing.
How was the results? I know it went to a decision, and Jake Paul won. Was it unanimous decision or
Yeah.
okay?
I think they had it where like Tyson won the first 2 rounds and then Jake won the last 6.
okay.
So it was cool. But did you see the viral interview on X with the little girl that interviewed Tyson? Did you guys see that one?
I
No.
No, I
see it?
didn't. I was at the party, so
You know, it was just like a few days before the fight.
Yeah.
And this little
Oh,
girl.
I think I seen. I think I've heard of it. I didn't watch it.
It was so funny. She interviewed Tyson. It's like a 12-year-old girl like, interviewing him, and she goes like, "What do you think? Like, what do you want? Like your legacy? Like, what do you think about your legacy? Some question about his legacy." And he goes, "It's like a 12-year-old." He's like, "I don't care about legacy. When I die, we turn into dust. No one's gonna be talking about me. I don't want anyone talking about me when I die. Like, we turn into dust. No, I don't care about any of that stuff." And then the little girl's like, "Thank you for sharing that."
Shaking.
Terrifying.
And he was like, "This guy's in the zone." Well, that's what I was like. This guy's in the zone. He's gonna beat his ass. Like, I'm gonna bet on Tyson. And it didn't go that way.
Well, I seen like all those training montages. Dude, Jake Paul in the training, he looked huge, like fat. Huge.
Oh, he's definitely on like steroids.
Oh, really?
But, like
Yeah.
no, it was like his stomach looked like he was like pregnant, dude. Like, it was like round.
He had to put on weight for this. I'm
It's
pretty
like
sure.
the
really?
like what's
Yeah.
it called, like the steroid belly or something like that. Like if you take drugs, it makes your gut look a lot bigger than it should be.
Really?
I think he had to put on like I think when he fights it's like in the like 190 or something. But this one
This one was like 230 for both.
yeah
of them.
he weighed in at
it's actual
227.
heavyweight.
Yeah,
Okay.
he weighed in at 227. He's probably put on a lot of like weight. And that's another thing. I was like, dude, maybe he's like putting on 30 pounds pretty quickly. Like maybe he'll be tired, and like Tyson can like get him with one punch or something. So,
What punch?
that's another one. That's another one I hear is really good. Anime.
Transition to anime.
We can. I love it.
So a boxing anime.
Hajime no
Hajime
Ippo?
I watched it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a top 5. If we're getting into top
really?
5s, Hajime no Ippo is one of my top 5. But I know sometimes anime has a negative stigma with the girls, but it's wonderful.
No, I think it's
I mean,
growing.
it's
Yeah, not
growing now.
anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
Especially if you go to like a con, there's like a good ratio. It's
Yeah.
probably like,
I got take me one of these cons, man. I got to meet these girls.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple out here. Well, I'll let you know. I mean, I think I did let you know this year, and you just like we're busy.
Yeah, I had something to do, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
those look cool.
So like going on off the top 5 into anime, what would your like? Do you
where's the
have an
rest of them?
idea
Yeah,
of your
here.
top 5?
So yeah, there's a
or
bunch. So
there's yeah, well, then
There's
there's
a
probably
bunch.
more than a top 5.
yeah,
Is it
so
more than
here,
5?
let's go like top 5. Like gun to my head, I have to watch these. Naruto's a staple for me. That's the one that
Okay,
got
okay.
me into it.
Okay.
So Naruto's my one. Dude, God, this is hard.
Well, sorry to put you on the spot. Would you like
I would say
brought that up?
I would say Demon Slayer is up there.
Okay.
Tokyo Revengers. You guys
Yeah.
watch that one?
I haven't.
No.
finished
I watched it. I
Yeah.
watched and read it.
So I read
The ending is
part of it.
bad.
So yeah,
a lot of them are
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
part of my criteria is if I watch it and then it's like not finished and I want to read the manga. Like,
Read
it
the
makes me
manga.
want to watch it enough where I'd read the manga. Is
Yeah.
where I'll put that in my top 5. So Naruto, Tokyo Revengers, Demon Slayer, Hajime no Ippo is probably there, and then
Okay.
Death Note. I'd say.
Wait, have you read Ippo?
No,
It's like
I
1,000 something chapters.
is it still going? I
Yeah.
read,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
think it's still
God.
going. Yeah.
Is the
yeah.
anime still going?
No.
Or- Okay.
The
Oh,
manga
really?
is.
Though,
They just-
or anime's done.
Yeah.
How many episodes was the anime?
I think it's 50.
What?
I
That's a
think.
disservice.
Yeah, it's like 1,000 something
That's a
chapters.
disservice to it.
So
man.
they didn't catch up to the manga, right? They just
Not at
stopped
all.
it. Again.
They just got like the intro training arc, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm done."
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I saw this one clip on YouTube where like it was supposed to be like a short clip. It ended up being like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was,
Short.
I think it was like 3 episodes where like they went through his like training regimen and like him like sparring people. Like it's a very like it's kind of like Rocky in a way.
Yeah. Well, they
Probably some inspiration. I don't know which one. Probably the Hajime no Ippo was.
Ippo's like from the 80s, I think.
I'm not too sure when
yeah.
Rockies started.
A lot of the
Probably
Reddit.
70s, so maybe it was influence.
Yeah.
Vice versa. One
But
of
the
the two.
storyline's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of the Reddit stuff I go down the rabbit hole for these anime stuff. They said that like Ippo is kind of like a Mike Tyson inspired character because he's smaller build,
Yeah.
knockout power, like very compact fighter. So
Okay.
that's why I was like, dude, this is Mike Tyson right here,
Yeah.
a featherweight.
Good segue. Good segue
yeah,
to this
exactly.
topic.
Had to.
But yeah, I'd say your 4 out of your 5 are your stereotypical battle shonen.
Yeah, I
So
love
you like fighting.
Yeah,
Or I
love
guess
fighting.
3 of them, because then you had
Oh, that's
Death
hard.
Note.
Jujutsu Kaisen's really good too.
Yeah, we're because talking about series that ended, this one
Yeah.
ended. So I was like, yeah, I'll just throw on.
Oh, it just ended?
Yeah,
The manga.
Yeah, the manga.
Okay, time for me to start watching it.
Well, the
Well,
manga, not
Oh.
the anime.
Okay. I like waiting till
Your
like, the
eyes
anime.
lit up.
He's
He's
like,
like, yes, I can binge it.
I like waiting till the anime's done and then
You're
just
gonna have to
binge
wait for a
watching because I don't
while.
like waiting
Yeah.
at all.
Because they might start
I
doing movies and whatnot.
They
Yeah.
definitely are. They make too much money
terrible.
doing that.
Terrible.
end up like not finishing animes if I have to like wait like a year for it.
Yeah.
for,
Well, that's
like,
what the
next
trend
season,
of it is
so.
now. It's like
Mm-hmm.
year or 2, or you get like ReZero. It's like 4, 5, 6
Takes
years.
forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because did you see? I'll just open up to everyone, I guess. Well, I know you probably know. Like talking about Demon Slayer, one of your top 5, that they're doing the last arc in
Oh, yeah.
movies.
Really?
Yeah.
My thoughts exactly.
It's like 3 movies, right?
They're doing it in 3 different.
Yeah,
they're just splitting up in
movies.
3. The movie or 3 movies, yeah, for the last arc. So it could probably take like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
or
it's
so.
gonna be a hot minute before you
Yeah.
get to finish.
Oh no. It's
You're
like
an anime only, yeah.
it's like Attack on Titan. Didn't they do like movies?
They did. We talked about it before, but like the
Season
naming
4, part
conventions.
100.
Yeah, like the
dude.
last 2 were hour specials. So there was the last 2 were final season, part 3 of part 1 of the special, and then there was Attack on
Shout out Mikasa.
Because,
they actually had like a talk about Attack on Titan. They had like a movie thing recently.
what is
They-
that about? Is it
I had
like-
no idea,
okay.
but they made Mikasa like a goth Mikasa.
That's hot.
Yo.
Yeah, you're like, show you
That-
guys.
that's their fan base right there,
Yeah,
man.
show you
I'm
guys.
sold. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Day one.
And then who's the girl? The other one that turns into the Titan that everyone loves.
Annie.
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone
I like
stands her
Peak.
too.
Annie.
I like Peak.
Yes, yes.
Dang, what is this movie
No.
about?
She-
What's going on?
She
here?
kind of looks like
She's
Misa
so
from
goth.
Death Note, but with
Yeah.
black hair.
Yeah.
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 Death Note's a good one. Dude, Slam Dunk.
Oh,
Oh,
Slam
that's a good
Dunk's
one. Yeah,
great.
Good one.
I love that one.
Those sports animes though, they follow the same arc, right? It's like,
Well, not all of them. Crocodile Basket is like one with superpowers.
is that a basketball one?
That's a basketball one.
yeah.
Where it's
I haven't
like
seen that one.
they have this thing called, or this group called the Generation of Miracles, and then all of them have superpowers essentially. So like one of the guys' superpower is he can make every 3-pointer regardless of where he is on the court. So he would shoot the ball from full court and make it.
I love watching clips of that anime.
It's like
so
it makes
great.
no
It's like
sense. When
Emperor's
That's so
House.
stereotypically animated.
It's peak fiction. I always say that when people like when my friends like make fun, they're like, you watch cartoons, and I'm like, dude,
Hell
like,
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
just listen to the plot. It's sick.
Yeah.
You watch these reality Bachelor where they 90% of the time they break up.
just
At the end of
drama,
it,
yeah.
it's fake. Like at least get some good fiction in.
Yeah.
So that's how I always
Peak
say.
fiction, yeah.
When I talk about because they see like the Jujutsu Kaisen episodes I'm watching, and they like, what is this?
Well, I think the real people that got it that made or like the first anime a lot of people got into was like Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that was a big, like popular one.
Yeah, it's like a huge cultural
Yeah.
like shift in like their viewing of anime.
So what anime would you ask someone that's trying to get into it? What would be your intro anime? Because I always suggest Death Note because it's only
Yeah,
37
That's a
episodes.
good one. Yeah.
I would say Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan would be
Yeah.
another one.
I say Death Note or like Full Metal. That's a good one to start with too.
yeah.
Well, Metal's great, but it's kind of like
It's like
Sounds
it's not
60,
too
yeah.
weird yet, but like, it kind of eases them into it.
Right.
Like,
Right, you can't get them the weirder one right away because they're kind of like
100 girlfriends.
that one was so bad.
Huh?
That was so bad.
it's like like obviously like One Piece is way too long to start, but like
But that one's peak.
It's so good.
so good. But like Sanji's like nose, like, and then the girls would watch it like, what is this?
All the tropes.
Yeah, or I would in college. When I was talking to someone like this girl, I'd watch like Jiraiya, and then she'd be like, "What
Perfect
is this?"
age.
She's like, "What is this?" And I'm like, "I'm turn it off."
Oh, I've never seen this before.
Yeah, we'll go watch like some doctor show or something.
for me,
Doctor
like,
Who
even
or
like
something.
Blue Exorcist is something that is really easy to get
I forgot
into.
about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've not watched that one. And I heard they made a season 2 finally after.
I used to be
forever.
obsessed with that one in like high school.
Same,
I just
yeah.
kind of forgot about it.
I had like the anime openings in my like MP3 playlist
Oh, yeah,
or
they're
whatever.
good.
You still probably do now though. Some of them go hard.
On Spotify, I guess. I have like a whole like
Yeah.
anime gaming like
Oh,
playlist.
nice.
So if I'm gaming, then it's in the background.
anime music, like the intro stuff, is like big in like gym lift, like going to the gym.
Oh,
for
yeah.
It goes so
gym
hard.
community.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Powerlifting. It's like, "Ah!"
I feel like a superhero.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's recommended to anybody. If you want to hide it at first, go ahead. But it's
Yeah.
peak fiction.
Well, it's more accepted now because remember us growing up. We talked about this before,
Yeah.
but not with you. But or on camera we talked about it. It's like it wasn't accepted back then, so we had to like be in closet weeb.
Yeah.
So now it's like accepted in
Yeah.
pop culture. You
Yeah.
know,
It's
so,
like, oh yeah, you don't watch anime? What?
Yeah.
you're such a weirdo.
You get bullied for not watching
Yeah,
it.
Exactly.
It's like
Now,
reverse.
how have the tables turned?
Yeah. Yeah. So good.
Are you watching anything currently? Are you like big into like the seasonal animes at all?
Probably the seasonal stuff. Like I talk about like anime like I'm a huge I do love it, but like the very peculiar or particular stuff I don't probably watch as much.
Have you seen Dan the Dan?
That's one that comes up on my recommended.
that's
Is that good?
Yeah,
It's,
that's
yeah, it's good.
It's like especially the most recent episode.
Yeah.
It reviewed so well on IMDb or whatever. It viewed like 9.97.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
I always
good.
see Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
No,
That's a good one.
What?
That's
Sounds
yeah,
great.
It's a classic.
That's a classic one. Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
always
It's
on my
gonna make your
recommended.
top 5.
That's gonna
Okay.
definitely
Yeah.
because it was
Everyone
number
says that.
one on my anime list for the longest time until Free Aaron came.
Now it's number 3.
Yeah, and then the One Piece fan letter.
I haven't
yeah.
seen that yet.
Ooh,
That was pretty solid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Have you guys watched Erased?
yeah, I
I've not.
watched it.
I have not.
That was one I always kind of suggest to people.
Sure, 12 episodes.
12
Mm.
episodes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a mystery.
Yeah.
When I was in Marco Island with my friends, we had like our friends that and their girlfriends with us, so we were like, they're like, "What do you watch? Like, what? Like, we always make fun of you. Like, what? Let me watch." one." And I'm like, let's go. What was put on a race? And they were like into it. They were like, "Oh my god, who's the murderer?" So it's kind of cool.
Another good one is like Violet Evergarden. I don't know if you heard of that one.
No.
What's that one about?
It's about like a girl that is she was basically trained to be like a trained assassin or murderer. Have you watching or not?
I know of him. I never watched it.
Oh, and then eventually like she has feelings for one of her majors, and then it's like her story to like become more human, essentially, by having these like kind of like short stories per episode. It's kind of like sad. Like every episode, you have the potential of crying.
Oh man.
Oh,
But like my coworker, I told him about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, he watched it with his girlfriend, and like his girlfriend like doesn't like anime either." And she's like, "Oh dang, this one is really good." And there's a movie, and that one I cried like 1 or 2 times.
Oh,
Dude, I was
dang.
like, "Sheesh, man!" But it's powerful, powerful stuff.
whenever you
Yeah.
need like a good cry, you just like watch that last episode.
Yeah, the movie
Mm.
or like Silent
I was about to
Voice.
say, yeah, Silent Voice.
Voice is another
Yeah.
Yeah.
tearjerker.
Always hear that one too. I tried to get into K dramas. You guys watch K dramas?
No,
I do not.
I watched-
K-pop. I listen to
I've seen
K-pop.
it, but yeah.
I watched like a couple episodes. There were a couple tearjerker ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They have like these just really in depth like stories, and you're just kind of like, damn, like you feel really bad for like the character. You like,
It's good character writing. That's what
Exactly.
you
Which one
want.
was it?
Yeah.
I forget the name of it, but it was like he like himself, and then he was just like
He unalived.
Yeah, he-
Well, we've been
he
saying that
unalived.
word a
Yeah,
lot
it's
without
okay.
saying unalive.
he unalived, and then he got like a second chance, or like his punishment was like, or it was like a punishment, like the devil met him,
Yeah.
and was like, look what happened to your mother, for example, like how she's suffering because of your death, and, like you're so selfish, like look how she's suffering, and then like the mom was like small little Asian lady, like reminded me of my mom, and I'm like start crying, like oh man, I can't watch this.
It's relatable. It's
Yeah,
relatable.
yeah, but yeah, great TV out there.
But how does the? Because if you have like a devil figure, do you like CGI? Does it look weird? in
No,
or
it was like a person.
Oh, it's just a regular person.
It was like a regular person.
Okay.
They just tell you
Just
it's a demon.
dressed up as a devil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it just like dressed up like it was like gothic kind of like
Okay.
black
Mm.
eyeliner, like
Okay.
leather. It was leather jacket. You know? It's appealing to an
'Cause I'm
audience.
just trying to like visualize it.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I don't know if you guys see this on Facebook, but like I've seen like American reenactments of Korean dramas, and they'll clip like 20 minutes of it, and it's so cringe. But I
Oh,
can't
no.
stop watching it. And then like they leave it on a cliffhanger, and they're like, "Oh, you have to go to this website to watch it." I'm like, "Oh, this seems like a scam," but I'll do it anyway.
worth it.
Yeah. And I saw like the whole like movie was like an hour and a half. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna finish this at all.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only K stuff I watched was like Squid Games.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
And now they're like doing season 2.
Oh yes, I saw that.
So that's like the
It's
only
considered
ones.
a K drama.
Well, not like Korean like inspired,
Oh, okay.
not like that K drama, but like Korean like
Yeah.
made.
Yep,
And then I know that I have to eventually get into is like Parasite. I haven't watched that.
I watched that.
movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
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 So that's my.
It's gonna be in
extent
your
of-
top 5 movies.
Very good movie.
I don't watch too. Well, I watch a lot of anime movies, but not like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Parasite is A24 as well, right? Or no?
I think. I'm not sure.
Because like the whole theme of like A24 is like it gets really dark and really philosophical. Yeah, like it usually kind of, well, I wouldn't say like Squid Game comes off as like comedic, right? Or at times.
I mean, there's
is it?
instances.
Yeah.
Okay.
The player 1 guy, the old dude, that guy was freaking hilarious, bro.
Yeah, the old
I was
guy.
dying,
Yeah,
bro.
so good.
I was laughing all the time when I saw him. He was just like clueless of everything,
Happy old
but he was
man.
still cooking, bro. He was still cooking, bro.
I like the thug guy when he would beef with that girl. You know what I'm talking about? He's like a gangster.
With the slick back,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the tattoo. Yeah,
He was like stereotypical like villain.
yeah.
They're so funny.
Have
then
you guys
the-
watched Beef?
No.
It's also like a
No.
Netflix show.
No.
Oh,
watched it.
is that with the
Steven Yeun?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard of it.
Oh, that's so good too.
Beef.
I've heard of it. I've
been-
never watched it.
I've been
I've not
watching
heard
a lot
of
of If you watch Twilight, remember like Twilight Zone?
I like
Yeah.
Twilight the
Twilight,
movies.
yeah.
I was like-
gonna throw up.
I was
I'm not
like,
Twilight.
Edward versus Jacob.
No,
What?
Team Edward. But you watched like Twilight Zone, or you know what that is?
Yeah, I know what it is.
I've heard of
They
it.
did like the modern remakes of them with
Oh, I've not seen that.
But
is
it's
it
Korean?
Jordan Peele?
Yeah.
The
Okay,
director. Yeah, he did.
He's
like,
great.
Yeah, they did like modern like reenactments of them with like
Okay.
newer technology. It was really cool.
Okay.
That was kind of what I was watching. But like I think I have like like my problem with like Netflix and stuff is I would like spend more time trying to find something to watch.
It's too much.
That's anything though. For
Yeah,
real.
it's like I'm
Too
like
many options.
Yeah.
Yeah,
really.
too many options to wait.
I'm like scrolling and then I'll watch something and then I like fall asleep like 11 minutes in. I'm like, dang, yeah, it's like brutal.
Tired you out finding the recommend or like the video to watch,
Yeah,
movie to watch.
yeah. I'm like scrolling and then I'm looking up on you like what's like recommended and I'm like doing both and I'm just like sensory overload. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
So
I feel like if you're falling asleep and getting bored, then it wasn't good to begin with.
yeah, it wasn't capturing me the first
Guess
10
it depends
minutes.
though. I feel like super tired. Sometimes you just
Yeah,
Yeah.
fall asleep.
yeah. But Yeah, I need to find something with the seasonal stuff where I'm not watching these like other ones. Like I gotta find a show.
I think you like Down to Done.
Done,
Done and Done. Okay.
Yeah, it's
not
like
done yet, though.
What'd you
it's
say?
like
It's not done yet.
No.
So
yeah, the season. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like episode 6 or 7.
7.
But it's about like extraterrestrial stuff. Like the guy believes in ghosts, and the main girl believes in aliens, and they swap to see like if each are true, and that's kind of like how it starts.
Okay.
It's kind of just vibes. It's kind of like
The
there is a
plot's like-
plot,
yeah.
but like more times than not, it doesn't really tackle the plot.
It gets pretty wild.
Do you guys like watching like history shows,
no.
like history documentaries or anything?
Yeah,
I think I ever
depends
tried.
on what it is.
I was into some documentary things for a while. I was watching like these. I forgot what it was called. It was Emperors or something on Hulu.
Oh, was it with like
Alexander the
Egyptian?
Great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Cleopatra was one of them. It like captured, like it followed the story, or like did like a live like replay of these stories, reenactments
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
like Alexander the Great and his big stories. What's his name? Julius Caesar, and then Cleopatra. That was cool. I think history
Well, I think the
shows are
Roman
cool.
Empire, that period of time was always sick to learn about.
Yeah, that's just like larger than life stories of the
Yeah.
gladiators and stuff.
Yeah, I think I watched historical stuff that had like more like war like related. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that's more
for
interesting than because of all the
Oh, I get
action.
that,
I get
you
that.
know?
Yeah, exactly. Like these 15, like Napoleon or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Sparta and stuff like that.
Yeah,
The 300.
Imagine
Or
living
like
back then.
Civil War. Stuff
Vikings.
Like that.
Imagine
Yeah.
living back then. We're just
The
let's
Nordics.
farm, and then now we're gonna go fight someone. We're gonna go to ride these like long ships, and then go raid, and then go farm for the rest of the year.
Did you hear that about the anime? Going back to anime, it was like Vinland Saga.
That's what I was
I watched that.
Yeah.
I watched
Oh, you
that.
watched
too.
that? Yeah.
Vinland Saga.
Vinland Saga.
I haven't heard of that.
That's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
really
like
good.
yeah, it's like Nordic stuff.
Yeah,
It's like
Oh, that's
some
interesting.
inspiration based stuff. The Vikings back in the day.
yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good one as well.
I had a cool idea just now because, like, you know,
Well, let's hear
we
it.
have like we have like medieval times, but imagine like replacing that with like the Roman Colosseum and having like gladiators fight each other instead of like them having like
Knights.
yeah,
They're pretty sick.
That'd be sick.
yeah. I'd
Go
be like,
pitch it to someone.
What would you call it though?
Roman
Roman
times.
times. Times New Roman.
Times New Roman. Just a 5.
Roman. That's
We're gonna go
good.
here and type.
Yeah. I don't remember if I said this in another podcast episode, but I had a friend, or not a friend, like I met him at a karaoke place because we were all like singing, and he told me that he and his friends just came from medieval times. I'm like, oh, what was the occasion? He's like, oh, nothing. We just microdosed on mushrooms, and we were at medieval times, and it was just like a whole other experience.
Oh, I bet.
I'm like,
Like,
that's interesting, you know?
Dude, I kind of want. I don't know. I'd be like,
Dude,
give me a
wild.
horse. Let me get on that thing.
right up there.
Let me joust.
I am the knight now.
I challenge thee.
I'll get into it,
Pull on
man.
the katana. What?
I'll get all into that.
That'd be sick to do too, like a samurai.
Samurai? That'd be
yeah,
sick.
Ooh,
that'd be
yeah.
really cool. Or like
so
samurai
we gotta
ninja.
like innovate. You
Yeah.
can't just have medieval times, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We could do like you ever watch that show back in the day? It was like a great it was Greatest Warrior or something like that, where it's like
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Where like they put two warriors against each other and they have
Yes.
their weapons.
and they would like so.
I think it's like Deadliest Warrior.
Deadliest Warrior, yes,
Yeah,
that's
I've
what
heard
it
of it. Never seen
that was.
Yeah.
I used to watch that. That was great.
That was
I
so
loved
good.
That sounds
it.
cool.
It
Was
would
it
be
on
like
G4 TV by any chance or no?
I think it could have been.
That sounds like it'd be on there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
yeah, it
Because
was
I know there's American Ninja Warrior, but they
I
had a
remember
lot of
that.
cool like
No.
fighting like shows.
no, it was like they would be like a Viking
Yeah.
versus like a samurai.
That's so cool.
or like two swords people like fighting each other.
Or just like two historical figures. To be
Yeah.
like, you could do like Julius Caesar versus who would be another good?
I think they did one
warrior?
was like Napoleon versus George Washington.
Yeah,
or
I was
something
gonna
like
say
that.
like George Washington.
Yeah.
Like, was he like he's more of a general? But I was
Yeah.
like, okay, whatever.
And they would like
Wait,
they
like
would
they would do
do,
like hand-to-hand combat, or is it like army versus army?
so they would do like they would basically like okay, what were the
Oh, wait,
weapons
no, it's a
used of
paramount.
their time, and they would like try them out and like rate them, and then it would be like they would do like a 5-on-5 simulation. So it was like 5 Napoleon and his soldiers versus 5 of like George Washington and his
No,
soldiers.
it was
That sounds
great.
really cool.
It was
George
so-
Washington would win.
I was on Spike.
He did.
Yeah,
Spike. Oh,
They got muskets and stuff. Napoleon has like what, like swords.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. I was it Napoleon?
I know there's a lot of episodes. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
they
which
did like
ones
the
were which.
mob versus the yakuza.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
they did. They did so many cool ones. Dude.
Yeah, they tested like their weapons, see like the impact of
Yeah.
each. It's kind of like sports science in a sense. Like they say like, oh, how much inertia was put into the slash or this
That's
throw,
so cool.
and see
Yeah.
how much damage it would take to like decapacitate a person, and like they factor that in how far, like say like you throw in a shuriken,
Yeah.
you can throw it 30 yards or something like that, and then they factor these in their like simulation builder, and then like they would have the results at the end of the episode. So it's like super fast.
Yeah, it was crazy. Those were the where like, dude, like learning about like those historical figures is crazy.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it
it was hype.
Because they
It was
they
hype.
would have like a jelly like
Yeah,
thing filled
the
with
body,
blood.
yeah.
And they would like slice it and like going
Yeah,
everywhere like
it's
the
pretty cool.
pig, and they're like
Yeah.
slicing. Like, oh my god, it's like a 11-year-old or 12-year-old. Like, Jesus.
It's like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
They do that with anime too. Like there's like a YouTube, and it would put like, or not even anime, just like characters in general. Like, oh, could Batman versus
It's
beat
like
Superman?
Death battles. like
Yeah,
that?
death battles.
Oh,
Yeah, those
man.
ones are really
There are
great
those.
too. Because like, oh, this person
Goku versus Superman.
Yeah, like they put like this like person's move versus this person's move,
Yeah.
and like they put like equation and physics
Yeah.
and stuff like that too. It's the same
Those are
kind of thing
good.
as that. Yeah, so it's great.
Are you guys big into superhero movies?
Mostly on the
Not
Marvel
now.
side, but they kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been bad.
I haven't been big into the superhero side.
It's like a genre that is falling off.
Yeah.
Struggle a little bit.
After
Yeah.
Endgame, it's been
I really wanted to get into. I thought the idea of Aquaman was crazy. I loved it. Like, but then
the
I mean,
first one, yeah.
I didn't watch the movie. I heard it was, but
I'd
like
see it.
No, the first one I heard was good. The
It was
second one I heard was
yeah.
bad.
with who's the guy?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Momoa. Oh, they had a second one. I didn't even know they had a second one.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I gotta watch that first one then. But
First one was good.
Yeah, first. I think the second one was bad, as I said.
I didn't watch the second one, so
I don't.
I
watch,
lucked
but I
out.
heard. I heard.
Yeah.
So,
Aquaman's I think my favorite superhero. If I could have powers, it'd be that. Talking to animals
talk to
or
animals
fish.
and swim.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
that'd be ideal.
I think if I were to have a superpower, it'd be like fire based,
Okay.
kind of like a Fantastic Four. I forgot his name, like the fire dude. I forgot his
Human Torch.
Human Torch. Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that would be sick
Yeah.
because you used to like start a fire like.
Just cook some steaks.
Yeah, cook some steaks, you know. Use my fire to fly across. you know,
Yeah,
it's
dude.
sick.
Damn.
I just want to be Spider-Man. Just want to swing.
Swing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. You have the
Never gets
missus.
old.
What's his
Oh no, that's a Deadpool. It's like Gwen. It's
Oh.
like what Gwen something, no?
Wait, you talking about Mary Jane?
Yeah, is
Or-
Mary Jane, is
oh.
Mary Jane or is that his grandma?
No, that's
No,
his
that's
girlfriend.
his
His girl?
girlfriend.
Okay.
But I could have sworn there was like Gwen.
Gwen Stacy
Yeah, but she got superpowers now, right?
in a different universe.
Right, but like,
Yeah.
what's it called?
Spider Gwen?
Spider Gwen. Yeah, that's what it is. Because like I think like Gwenpool.
Oh.
That's like Deadpool
That's a different
related.
one,
yeah.
yeah.
it's Deadpool related. So,
Yeah.
what about
Could
you,
be,
Brian? What would your superpowers if you had any?
I don't know. I don't. Well, I guess like
You'd be the Riddler because you
The
don't know.
I dressed up like Danny Phantom in like that one episode. It'd be
Ghost.
kind of cool to go ghost and go through walls and shit.
Oh yeah. that'd be
Yeah.
I
sick.
could take over people and like get them to do like my bidding.
Yeah.
So you want to be a
There you
hero?
go.
You want to be a villain?
He wants to be an anti-hero or just a villain.
Yeah. So I forgot about that superpower. He can like literally just enter people and control them and then leave. And
Right.
they're just kind of like dazed and confused and like, oh, what did I
Right.
just do?
right.
So
Yeah, that's dude. There's so many good ones, man. Flying, being able to
Super strength, super,
strength.
speed.
Yeah.
yeah. Or like who would be like your favorite X-Men?
This is where my knowledge is. Who's the X? Which ones are the X? Is that
So we got
It's like
Wolverine.
Cyclops,
Beast,
Storm.
Storm, Jean, something.
Jean Grey.
Jean Grey.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know
Um,
their superpowers.
there's
That's the problem.
Gambit.
Oh, Gambits.
Yeah. he's-
There's
Yeah,
a
it's-
Nightcrawler, the guy who like teleports and
He's
stuff
cool.
like
Oh yeah,
that.
That's
like,
cool.
yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
else we
Um,
got?
Or how about in the MCU? Have you watched any of those movies?
Is MCU
Like the Marvel
That's
Cinematic
Marvel.
Universe? Like if you were to, have you watched those videos or movies at least?
No, which one is that?
Like the Iron Man, Captain America.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Hulk.
That's a terrible genre.
You're the one that brought it up
Is
too.
that the one with
Thanos.
Thanos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess my favorite one on that would be, Iron Man would be sick, having a suit and flying
Okay.
around.
That's like
I don't want to spoil anything.
it's not a
I-
real superpower.
Yeah, that's
though.
what I'm saying. It's not really
uh,
superpower.
just
It's like
have the
just a
suit.
super smart.
We could do that right now.
Yeah.
That's why I
Maybe.
like
We
it.
don't have the suit yet.
It's like Batman, basically.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah.
you're just like an average guy, but
Yeah.
like super knowledgeable. That
Martial
has-
arts.
Yeah.
Captain America is that too?
No, he had this super soldier serum or whatever.
No, but he's that universe.
Yeah,
Oh
he's
yeah,
Marvel.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, it's like Iron Man, Captain America, Hawkeye,
Hulk? No.
Hulk. Yeah,
Oh,
Hulk.
Hulk's a good one too.
Yeah, I like
Super
Hulk.
strong. Yeah.
Do you guys think that Elon Musk has like an Iron Man suit?
Oh, dude.
In a way. Like if I had like $100 billion or more, I would definitely invest in something
Yeah,
like
right,
that.
exactly.
Have
Everyone
something
says
like
that.
He just goes. He like walks into like a Mar-a-Lago in an Iron Man.
Flies there.
Can you imagine like a World War III and like everyone's fighting in
An
Iron
Iron
Man
Man
suits?
Oh
That'd be
my
crazy,
God.
dude.
That'd be nuts.
It'd be so fun.
Just
Like,
put a
It'd be fun.
like if you're gonna die, at least you're gonna have fun. So.
It's like kind of like LARPing, you know, like have like these
LARPing.
reenactments of people just like Iron Man versus Iron Man.
We start like live streaming World War III for entertainment. Like
you get
kind of nuts.
You open your eyes and there's like a Tesla Cybertruck with like machine guns. Oh my god!
What?
It's crazy.
I saw recently on X that they're selling like the Batmobiles for like $3 million.
Oh, I think I saw that as
yeah,
well.
I was like, dude, that's pretty
That's-
cool.
yeah, that'd be
Imagine like
sick.
driving down like New York City in your own Batmobile.
You come out
That'd be
fully
so
suited up and
dope.
everything,
That'd be
too.
so dope.
It's actually a good point that you brought up because it's like I remember going on X a few months ago and like, dude, I was like, just, people like for some reason these videos were like it was like showing me like drone strikes that were going on.
Was
And
it
they-
like kind of in the Middle East or what?
It was like the Russia Ukraine.
Oh,
Oh.
Where for some reason, like they're like showing the video of like these drone strikes like hitting someone. I'm like, why is it on my
Yeah, what the
why, wait,
fuck?
why is it why is it on my feed? And two, like the fact that we could like stream this war, like, I could like just see what's going on as someone that's in like the U.S. is crazy.
Yeah, I think there's like no
wild.
monetization or like I don't know, like what do you call it, like censorship, I guess.
Oh,
with-
moderation?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I wouldn't
like
call it censorship. That's like regulation.
regulation.
It's like
yeah.
moderation.
Even Wikipedia has a lot of
Like
questionable
censorship is like,
videos,
oh,
too.
there's like you could see gore and whatnot on X. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing like that.
Yeah, there's not. You can,
You can see it on
sue whatever.
Wikipedia too. Like I was like curious one day, and I was like reading about like the whole like Israel like Palestine conflict, and they show like actual videos where you could click into it, and there's like CCTV footage of like this one guy running down like a sidewalk, and he gets shot in the head, and he just falls
Jeez.
like face first into the ground, and then people just like surround him, like they don't really give a fuck.
Oh, jeez.
But it's like
They
just show
surround
that
him
on
and do
Wikipedia.
nothing. That's like usually what it is, and that's kind of sad.
No, like a 12-year-old can go on there and just see that, and it's like,
Dude, that's what they have access to. Remember the bad thing back in our day was the no Russian. Remember Call of Duty
Call of Duty.
episode? Where like, oh my god!
Wait, the
That's
what?
like, remember the Call of Duty campaign?
Mission? Yeah, the
They showed up, like, an
campaign mission.
airport?
I
Yeah.
haven't played it.
Oh, that's like
As a kid, that's like my favorite mission.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
but I'm like
crazy.
looking at it growing up,
Yeah,
you're
it's
like, dude, that's
whoa.
effed up.
It's like wild.
Dude, shadow banned on here.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I know. Because I remember as a kid I played and I was just like I didn't like
You didn't think about it.
think about what
Yeah,
happened.
yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
as I got older, I was like,
You
I
look
just
back
shoot
and
up an
you're just
airport.
like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, if compared to like that, it was bad like for ours. But like if these kids have access to what you just said, like Jesus, that's terrible. But yeah,
Yeah,
technology, man,
I think kids are just kind of like used to it now, and
desensitized.
Desensitized.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unrestricted internet access, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See anything.
Did you guys all go to Japan together?
No, we haven't
No.
gone
we
to
haven't been
Japan
in
at all.
Japan.
I think you went to
ever.
Japan.
I was trying to, but it didn't work out.
Oh, you didn't end up going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun.
If
trip
we
to
did,
go.
we would have had like videos on this and like
Yeah.
vlogs.
We probably would have
and
talked about this for months.
Yeah, for real.
just like every episode, we find a way to like, push it in to the conversation.
Was it Golden Guy? That's where I want to see the most. Those
Yeah.
like small like that little like strip
Strip.
of bars, but
Yeah.
everything's like super close. Like, but this is probably like a restaurant there, like this drinking like this
Yeah.
close
That's pretty cool.
vicinity. Yeah, back to back with like the next shop is like there's like a wall and it's like the next shop.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. But do you guys have any? You've been to the Philippines?
Yeah, multiple times.
Okay, hell yeah. You've been to the Philippines?
Yeah, been twice.
I went for the first time. You went to the Philippines?
I just gotta be fair with the questioning.
I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I was like, ah.
I know a lot of like non-Filipinos who go to the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I might visit if I want some friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great place.
It's super
Yeah.
cheap there.
so
I
cheap.
heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every like the most expensive meal is like $5.
Yeah.
And
You
it's,
can,
like,
you can
really good
spend
food, too.
$1
Yeah.
and get like the whole like village lit.
Yeah.
You get bottles for days basically.
Did you go to El
Jeez.
Nido?
Yeah, actually, my uncle has a business in El Nido and Puerto Princesa.
Okay, nice.
Plowing. He's a rich boy over there.
Oh, dude,
He has like a whole like construction business, so like a lot of people go to him to like buy supplies when they build like new resorts.
Mm-hmm.
So every time we go there, we're like staying at one of his houses, and
Okay.
so like
Those
we-
mansions, you mean?
Yeah.
Not a
That's
house.
I want to be like humble about it, but like
Being humble for
yeah,
him.
we do a lot of like water activities for free, like through him sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Because when did you go, Jeremy? Because I
went-
know you didn't go for the longest.
March of last year.
Oh,
we went.
okay.
So we were there, and it
And
was
like, who was it? Just like your
It was me and-
idiot family or what?
and it was me and 3 friends.
That's kind of crazy. You went before with your friends before going with your family.
I never went with my family. It was me and 3 friends. It's me and I'm half Filipino, and then my other buddy that's half Filipino, and then two of our white friends. And it was-
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah,
you
no.
know?
yeah, and it was funny because we would walk around and you could tell like they were just like staring at us.
Yeah.
and they were just like. And it was never nothing any like malicious or anything. They were just like
Yeah.
it's like they haven't seen like we're talking in English. They come up to us like
It's like we don't
American.
see we don't see your kind here that
Yeah.
often.
It's like, yes.
Yeah.
But dude, amazing people, amazing food.
How long were you there for?
10 days.
Okay, that's good.
10 days.
How was the trip getting there? Because I know you have to like when you arrive in Manila, you have to take another flight going to where's it, like Puerto or El Nido? Like was it direct or did
So-
you have
yeah,
to take a bunch of
Connecting
like
flights.
buses as well? Like once you got there.
So once we got there, we flew from Manila to El Nido straight.
Okay.
So I know like before like when my mom would go, she had to go to like Puerto Princesa and then
Yeah.
take a bus to El Nido. But I think they
That's what I did too.
yeah. So I think recently like they did like in the last couple of years they did like a direct. Because they have like an airport now in El Nido that we just flew directly there, which was nice. And it was like we stayed at this like it was called like the Funny Lion. And it was like it was called the Funny Lion. It was great. It was like a nice resort, and it was like $80 a night.
Nice.
It was like all you can eat breakfast, bar deals. It was awesome.
Yeah. Do your friends like Filipino food?
They do now.
Okay,
They like
yeah. Like
Game
you have to
changer.
learn to like it or else you're gonna starve.
yeah. they definitely were. I think pork adobo won the day.
Oh really?
was
That's
good.
what they loved.
Because
The pork adobo.
when I think of El Nido, I think of like seafood. They have so many good like fish like stuff, and like they have like the whole like Kamayan style where like you eat with your hands, and it's like rice, fish, like fruits. I forgot what else is in there, but it's like a whole like they have like a table with like bamboo leaves, and then there's a bunch of like different dishes they can have. Like you could have like rice, barbecue fish, like whatever vegetables, like all in like and then
Yep.
you gotta like feast on that.
Yeah. You ever had sisig?
Yeah,
Sisig.
sisig.
Sisig is so good too.
Yeah.
What is it?
That's what was like
It's like pork belly that's like
Yeah.
fried in like a pan.
with eggs.
That sounds really good.
Yeah. So like something that we do like even in the Philippines like they cook it on a skillet and they bring the skillet directly to you and then they crack an egg on top of it
sizzling.
Oh,
and it
wow.
cooks for like a minute and you just
Yeah.
like wait for it. You could like mix it around and it's like super fresh and you
That
eat that
sounds
with
really good.
rice.
Yeah.
It's like pork belly. There's like onion. There's scallion, and they put like calamansi and it's kind of like it's like a lime. There's some sort of
Yeah.
like a Filipino lime. They just squeeze in there so there's a little bit of like acidity.
Sounds really good.
So
Making me hungry.
you want to try it out. There's
We
sisig,
talk
like,
about food on here
I
a
know.
lot.
there's sisig like literally down the street if you want to
Really?
try it. Yeah.
what's your death row meal?
That's such a
This is-
quick statement.
Oh, that's so morbid, dude.
Death row meal, but you didn't kill anyone. We don't condone that.
Is it like one
Damn.
food or can I have like a bunch of different like? Could I have
What's your
variety?
last meal? So you could have whatever you want.
Yeah, you can have
in
whatever
one
you
meal.
want. Let's just say
You can have like a lot of
Um,
things.
Definitely
you're
like
getting
sushi.
put in the death note.
Sushi is on the list.
Sushi.
Okay.
Okay, it's
I
actually kind of
think what
hard.
else? Like Mediterranean food.
Okay.
Just want everything.
Saffron butter chicken with like rice would be pretty fire.
I think mine would be Popeye's fried chicken.
Bruh.
Why
get that right now.
Dude, just lather me up
Yeah.
with it. I'll take that Popeye's fried chicken. I'd probably do.
How many pieces?
I'd say 4 thighs.
No.
Thighs, okay.
And I'm gonna try to get
Thigh guy.
I love the thighs. Big thigh guy.
Me too, brother. Me too.
Let's
go.
vacation Thailand. Thailand.
Thighs save lives, you know?
Hey, you guys know. That probably a steak. You know.
From Gibson's, right?
Yeah. Gibson, shout out Gibson.
Meat on meat on meat on meat.
Yeah, just meat,
Yeah.
and then
Gonna get the meat sweats.
maybe just die before I get to the electric chair. Maybe some mac and cheese. Wait, no, white rice. You gotta do that. Come on, boys. White rice.
White rice.
I'm more a fried rice type of guy.
Like
None of that
really?
like brown
Yeah,
rice
the brown-
shit.
No brown rice.
No,
yeah.
brown rice.
No, brown rice is disgusting.
Really?
Yeah.
Brown rice is okay.
I
I
like
don't
it.
like it
I
at
like
all.
brown rice.
Dude, you guys have the app Belly. You know what that is?
What?
The Belly app. You guys ever heard of that? Am I just speaking foreign language?
Yeah,
What are you
speaking
talking
foreign
about?
language.
It's this app where you can like rate restaurants that you go to.
Why don't you see like Google reviews or something like
Something
that?
more reputable.
Like
than
Yelp or something.
Yeah, Yelp.
Because it's like social media. You can follow your friends. You can see where they're going and like.
And how big is
similar
it?
tastes.
Just hit up your friends.
Pretty big. I think I have
It's like it has a 5-star rating. There's 1 rating.
that's how-
Someone
That's
homie.
reputable.
yeah.
Yeah.
They have like pictures. It's kind of cool. I have like a bunch of me and my friends do it. So like when I go like if I go on like a Hinge date or something, I'll go like see where my friends go and I go okay, we'll go there. So it's
Why don't you just like look at reviews instead of seeing where your friends go?
because I have similar taste with them. You know, you can interact with them, just bring us closer together as a group.
This sounds hilarious.
It's a funny app. But yeah, death row meal. You gotta give one.
There's just a restaurant in my house called like Chuck's.
Oh,
they have a
the
really-
barbecue,
Yeah, they have this really good chicken sandwich.
dude! I just
Ooh.
had that for my birthday dinner last
It's
week.
so good.
So good, dude. Chuck's
So,
is
that'll be a part of it.
damn.
And then like a pork bowl from Mitsuya.
Oh, there you go. Good choice. There you go.
Diverse there.
Oh yeah.
And now I'm good.
Take me to the chair right after that.
All right.
Dude, I was like, I would drive home and I would see Chuck's
Yeah.
and I'd be like, I should try that out.
The chicken sandwich is so good.
Yeah, dude.
What makes it good? Is it like Asian style?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
hell yeah.
It's so good.
Do they got avocado?
No.
Get it?
Pretty sure you can
Like, that's
ask
his
for
thing.
it.
He likes avocados.
Yeah,
on,
it's like a
almost
running
everything.
joke.
Yeah.
I love
this point.
avocados too, man. You put that on a wrap in a
Hell yeah.
like a low calorie wrap with some ground beef, some white rice, and
Yeah.
some pepper.
I told them I don't really
Can't forget
trust
the
like a
white
lot.
rice.
I'm starting to sweat a little bit.
I was telling them I don't really trust a lot of like fast food avocado. Like I went to what's that one place in Texas?
Whataburger.
Whataburger, because they had like an avocado. I think it was like a melt or something. I'm like, that's not real avocado. It's like a spread. It's like the
Oh,
stuff they
yeah.
get from Walmart. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get that.
Yeah, no, yeah. You know what I get worried
disgraceful.
about is for some reason now I had Jimmy John's a couple years ago and I had food poisoning. I had a BLT and I had food poisoning from it. Like I threw up profuse. Like it was bad. Like I was like I think I lost like 5 pounds in like
Dang.
one night.
Oh my god.
Nice and skinny though. But ever since that, I get like really nervous of like sandwiches.
Works
and,
better
like,
than Ozempic.
yeah, work, dude.
Yeah.
No, you don't need Ozempic. Just go get just try to lick lettuce at a Subway. But yeah, ever since then, I was kind of like hesitant of like sandwiches and the lettuce.
Sandwich shops?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I started to go to like delis. Delis are great.
Yeah.
I love delis because you see them cut it like right in front of you.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. You don't know where like it's not just sitting out all day.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Have you heard of the McDonald's like controversy? Like they call it
McDoubles?
Coli.
McDouble, right?
Well, it's just like the meat in general. I
Well,
don't know if
I
it's
saw
like,
it was only McDouble. I don't know if
Oh,
it was
really?
all meat. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they use the same meat for everything though.
That's what I would think too. When
Yeah.
I saw the news, it was just like McDoubles. I'm like, oh, that's weird. It's only McDoubles.
Do
Can
you
I-
know if it's any better? Because I've been avoiding McDonald's since then.
No, I don't know. I haven't
Let's
seen
test
it
it out tonight.
I'm gonna say something super controversial on the pod. Burger King is better than McDonald's. I'm sorry.
I worked at Burger King. I would say, yeah, Burger King is better than McDonald's.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, it's just like there's none that's like super close to here.
I like the
Yeah, I know.
burgers at Burger
They're
King.
so good. And
Yeah.
Because we talked
recently-
about this. Because like they're the grilled, so like they have like the marks on like a grill.
Oh,
grilled
yeah.
fried patties.
Yeah.
Burger King does.
Yeah.
Compared to
I haven't had it in a
McDonald's.
while.
But
Yeah.
McDonald's has the superior fries.
Recently, I thought the fries from McDonald's are just way too salty now. Like
Okay.
I've had it. Like I had it when I got really drunk one night, and then I had McDonald's after going to the casino and terrible night. But we went to get McDonald's after, and like they accidentally gave us like an extra large fry. So I
Nice.
had that hammered, and then I woke up like in the middle of the night, like it was terrible. I was like, my throat was on fire. So much salt. Ugh. But
They
it's
ask
still
for
good.
like fresh, because then they have to like put in fresh, and because usually if it's been sitting out, especially like late at night,
What
I don't work at McDonald's, but they do this at Burger King. Like it's usually sitting out, and they don't throw in the waste bin after like its expiration like time, and they just keep salting it every like 30 minutes.
Oh yeah, no.
So eventually, you're just eating pure salt, and it's,
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
Yeah, that's that's nasty. When I
Yeah.
worked at Five Guys, I used to work at Five Guys in high school, and it was just like we would do the same thing. We wouldn't want like the fries sitting out there too long because every time we'd forget and then just put like salt and it's just super salty. So like we
Yeah.
were kind of trying to make it like if we knew a wave was coming of people where
Right.
we can have it there and then we can just go and then serve out really quickly.
Right, and they also get like soggy too. If you
Yeah.
sit them out for a bit as
Yeah.
well.
I've never had a bad experience at Five Guys.
Five Guys fries are actually really good as well.
Those are super good.
Yeah.
I go there just for the fries.
It's
Sometimes.
just super expensive.
I'm
Yeah.
a Five Guys U graduate, Five Guys University. We had to
Five
take
U.
courses. That's my third degree. Five Guys U, baby. Learn how to flip those burgers. It's great.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we don't have an In-N-Out here, but I feel like we're not really missing out on too much.
In-N-Out is overrated.
I like it.
I like the animal style
overrated.
fries, but I like the animal style part of the fries. Like I like the meat
So
and
you don't like the
You want the
fries?
fries?
I like the sauce.
You like
man.
you
I like
sauce.
the
You're
sauce.
just giving the sauce and toppings, no
Yeah, dude.
fries.
If you put it in the burger, that'd be like a
Well, there is
Joe.
animal
Yeah,
style
you can do
burger.
that.
There's animal style burger.
I haven't tried it yet, so
Well, there now you know when you go out there.
I don't think I've ever had it. But it looks good when the social media cloud guys put it on.
Yeah,
there.
because they
your
hype it up.
podcast name would be a really good like restaurant name. Sloppy
Sloppy
seconds.
Seconds. Yeah.
Sloppy Joe's.
sloppy,
Yeah.
sloppy. Yeah, everything just sloppy.
Sloppy.
Everything's nested.
Sloppy vodka. Sloppy with some Malort shots.
Oh.
leave getting. Yeah, funny thing. I had to do a bet.
That you lost? Or you
I
won?
lost. So
You're not on a winning streak.
It's not good. It's
You're
not
hot.
good. It's very bad. But it was like baseball thing where like Tim Anderson was gonna have
Yeah.
a better year than this guy in the Cubs. Did not. It was not even close. So I have to take 4 Malort shots
Back to
back
back
to back.
Never had it.
It's good
It's
for you.
gross.
It's bitter,
I was
very
offered
bitter.
it
I like
once,
it.
but like I was already like pretty lit, so I was like, get to someone else. If I take it, I'm throwing up.
Yeah.
It's like
I just smelled. I was like, oh.
bonfire. When I the ones I had, just like bonfire.
Have you guys ever been to Vegas?
Hell
No.
yeah. You've
I want-
never been to Vegas?
No.
Have you?
Love
You
it.
haven't been, have you?
I've been when I was a kid. I haven't been when I was like of age to do anything.
Do you have some recommendations for Jason and I?
To go to Vegas?
We're going in April.
Bro,
How's
like
that?
Bachelor party.
everyone talks about like staying on the strip or whatever. I would recommend going to Fremont Street Market because
How close is that to the strip?
I don't know, 10 20 minute walk maybe.
Oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Well, like cuz that's kind of like I consider that kind of like the downtown like portion. Like there's like less people there, but there's like that's where you see all like the street performers and stuff. And like I mean obviously like visit the hotels but over there they have like rooftop bars and like yeah, I guess like the street performers, they have like more stuff to do there, and they actually have a lot of cool food places there as well.
Hell yeah.
But the food like in general like wasn't super expensive from what I remember.
Okay.
Unless
Except
you're going
for
to like those Michelin because you recommended
Well,
one that
the
was like
only one that-
$200.
Jeez.
I'm like, sheesh.
Big money.
the only expensive one that I went to was Hell's Kitchen.
That'd be sick. That'd be so sick to go
Yeah.
to.
Is Hell's Kitchen Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I
I
spent
just
like
if they do
100
an episode there, I just want to see someone get bitched down, bro. That's the
Give me a
only reason
sandwich.
why.
The kitchen looks exactly the same, but it's
Is
not
it
like
the
they're not
show?
filming or whatever.
No,
but it's
that'd be
like still
sick, that'd be
red
so
team
funny.
versus blue team. Tables like look exactly the same. The food is exactly the same. I think I spent all in all like 115, but that included like tip, something like that.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Because it was like what 3-course you had for 115, or like how
Yeah.
did that work?
Yeah. Well, there's many options. You could get like just
Right.
normal, like for example, like me, our friend Joel and T Dog. We decided to go for the 3-course meal because that's what you're supposed to do. And our friend Shalom, like he wants to just get the mac and cheese and like a salmon or something, and we shamed him for it. We're like, dude, we're like
You're missing
we're in
out.
Vegas right now. You gotta like actually like get something.
You can experience it all for sure.
Did you have luck at the casinos?
No, we had a whole episode about this too.
Oh man,
So,
I'm afraid I'm gonna go negative. Yeah, I just go there. I just get too
they offer
competitive.
you free drinks when
really?
you're like,
Yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
that's the point though.
Make you
They
gamble
want to
more.
get you like
Yeah.
not decisive in your decisions.
makes sense.
So,
Have you guys been to Bally's in Chicago yet?
To where?
No.
Bally's, the casino.
no, I
No.
haven't.
No, I didn't know there were casino. Well,
Well,
I've
there
heard
is
of many
casinos.
casinos here.
There's one in River North right by me. Like we went there and it was terrible. Like it's way too competitive. We're just like there and I'm like,
We're just here just
we went there with a
hopefully to win.
Scores.
well, we went there with a certain amount and then we're just like, I'm just like drunk too when I'm doing it and I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm leaving down $100.
Would you play? Would you play?
blackjack?
Of course.
Yeah, and it's
Easy one to play.
Yeah,
I'm
it's,
a roulette guy.
roulette's good too.
That's my thing.
I love roulette with the. Well, I play very basic.
Yeah.
I just do like a lot of the times I just go red or black.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Yeah. 50%
It's so
chance.
simple.
We're gonna
Either
win.
that or odds are evens.
Yeah, and then I see like they have like the display. It's like what's hot,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So I'm just kind of looking at it. I'm like, is there actually like a way to go about this? And I'm just like, I'm just gonna keep riding black. And see what happens. I love it though.
Yeah, I like not thinking when I'm like on vacation.
Not thinking.
Probably the best way to go about it. to be honest.
Yeah.
He's like, why am I down $10,000?
Why
He's
is
like,
that
oh, I
count?
wasn't thinking. That's
Yeah,
why.
I mean, like some people are on like a mission, like they're gonna go to Vegas and they're like, oh, I want to like profit this much money. It's
no
like
way,
you
dude.
can't go in there with that mindset. You just
Yeah.
enjoy your time. It's like if you're gonna lose money, you lost the money. Don't gamble your life savings. Well, some people do, but
It's like, dang, now I can't get back. Now I'm stranded
stuck
on
here forever.
Vegas.
They always say that like go with an amount you're okay losing. Like
Yeah.
go with like amount in your head. Like if I lose this, like I'm okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of like how I go about it. You might remember our grandma. She loved the casinos.
Yeah, your grandma's a huge gambler.
She was a huge
yeah,
gambler.
she's homeless.
She would go like she'd go drive me to the she just like Jeremy drive me to the casino. I'll give you $100. I'm like, and I
She
was like,
bribes you.
yeah, I was like, I will. And then my mom wouldn't let me because she was like in a wheelchair. She was just like, she's like, Jeremy, just drive me and don't tell your mom. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't do that. Like,
Was she the
live
type
there.
to just do slots or what?
She would do both. She would mainly like I think poker was her
Really?
game. Yeah, she would like to
Didn't
play
she, like,
poker.
mosh
She goes there in
a
her
lot,
wheelchair
too?
and she
Yep.
just
Yeah.
does she have a good poker face?
Yeah, when she lived in California, she was a big time like casino goer, and she would have like
It's a high roller.
she
out
would
there.
have
Yeah.
she would have, not like a high roller, but she would like have like she'd be very like cool with the dealers to the point where it's kind of weird. Where like they were like she was like too cool with them, where they were like I think someone we were staying at the apartment, like at like one of the houses she owned.
What?
It was weird. It was so weird.
What's going
set
on,
up
Grandma?
And she had like VIP.
Hey, grandma.
She had like VIP like access where she would. And that's what ended up happening. She would go, and then like my mom would reluctantly go, but she would have like all you could eat at the buffets,
Yeah.
and just free access to this stuff. Because she was like go all the time. Not condoning any of this, but like that's the intro.
There's a hotline we could plug in here.
Yeah.
There's a gambling hotline
Yeah.
if you're struggling with
Yeah,
addiction.
if you can control yourself, fun time. But yeah, not
Yeah,
not
definitely
ideal.
one thing I want to check out there is the sports betting because like they have
Yeah.
huge sports betting
Yeah.
places. I would just love to see all the tickers of all the scores
Yeah.
and whatnot going on, dude. Oh, it'd be such a cool. Thing
I would
to do.
have loved to go in March where like March Madness was
Oh,
going on. That
that'd
would
be
have been sick.
sick. That'd be so cool.
Man,
There's
this
so
would be
much-
fun.
So
It'd be
many
fun.
things to do.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
So, yeah, because we're doing like a 3-day burner out there. That's gonna
In
be-
and out, man.
Yeah.
In and out. I want to go in and out. I don't want to spend any more time there than I have to.
Not lose any more money. And potentially be
Don't
losing.
gamble it all.
Exactly. It can get depressing quick.
What do you guys?
How's your Vegas trip? Just like, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
talk-
It's
don't-
weird on your face.
Don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Would you
go ahead.
guys consider like living in Vegas or maybe around the surrounding area and then you could just go there for fun?
You have no money ever.
I'd be paying off debt for years.
Broke
You don't have
forever.
to gamble every week. I'm just saying like.
But I would.
But no, there's like clubs you could go to.
There's more than
yeah.
just gambling
yeah.
there.
I know, but
So-
there's like clubs and whatnot too out there.
They have a lot
Yeah.
of music.
Certain
stuff
other
there too, like
clubs to go
concerts.
to.
Oh, yeah, they have that fighting game tournament out there too.
Yeah.
Evil's out there.
Yeah.
It's like moving there, like everything's happening there already.
Yeah, that would be hard. I bet there is a lot of good stuff out there, and I'm sure it's like nice too. But yeah, obviously all I know it for is like the strip and stuff
Yeah.
like
Right.
that. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
And just the weather, it'd be just brutal. being
Yeah.
there. It's like super hot at night, regardless of the time it is. And
Yeah.
then during the days, it's like you're melting.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other dream? Like, what would be the state you lived in if not here? If it was up to you.
Hawaii.
Oh yeah, that'd be
What
sick.
Yeah,
about
it's so
sick?
nice out
So
there.
sick.
Just
I've
the
never
thing
been,
with the
though.
volcanoes.
It's just all the like expensive states though.
Yeah, it's super
Yeah.
pricey.
True. Hawaii would be sick. I never been. I want to go, but
I
it's
love
the
it.
it's
flight.
expensive.
The flights,
Yeah.
it's like $1,000.
Yeah.
So
They probably
probably more now.
Yeah.
It's like getting close to like the Philippine like flight.
Yeah, because
cost.
Philippines is like
Oh.
1,500 or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
1,500 when it's like a cheap price.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Is,
Yeah.
it expensive when you're in Hawaii too? Or
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because
I
it's
haven't
the
been to
US.
Hawaii.
Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
expensive.
So it's kind of like it is the Philippines, it's just out without the cheap stuff when you're
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
So,
Hella expensive.
yeah. But
It's probably like one of the top 5 like most expensive states to live in, I'd imagine.
oh,
Probably.
easily probably. With that, like California,
New York. Maybe here, Illinois. Who knows?
Maybe
No,
I was
Illinois
gonna.
is not
I think
too bad.
Think so?
I think Florida rent is way more expensive than Chicago. I
Really?
saw.
Is
Yeah, I
it
was
is,
like,
yeah.
yeah, because I think a lot of people flocked over there.
Well, yeah, they're like snowbirds, whatever.
Yeah,
Go
and
there.
a lot of people were like moving over there, so it was like the cost of like the
going
rent
up.
is going up. I was reading something where like a lot of people are leaving Florida actually, and they're trying to predict the next Florida, which is like I think I read it was it was like Arkansas. Was one of them.
Arkansas.
Yeah, like they're trying to say like Little Rock is going to be
Is
up
it
and coming.
developing?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. That and like some places in like Oklahoma, because I think the,
Yeah,
the
'cause
cost
I
of
think,
the houses
like-
are lower.
Like Tennessee, like because we want
Yeah.
that's like was an up and coming like Nashville is an up and coming like city. Like
Yeah.
a lot of younger people are like
Nashville.
moving. Yeah, Nashville is
Love
like
Nashville,
a vibe.
dude. That's kind of-
Broadway.
Yeah, that's kind of like a Vegas, dude. When I went
Yeah.
there 2 days, like give me my 3 or 4 days out, like not trying to stay there to have a good time, go like all those bars on Broadway.
Oh yeah, it was a vibe. for
Did you guys go
sure.
to Aldean's?
We had an experience at LD.
It was good, or
It was a bad one.
Yeah.
Well, for us it was fine, but the
Yeah.
other one,
Oh, okay.
he, one of our people we went with, he like got his phone stolen.
Oh,
when he was at
no,
LD's.
terrible.
Yeah.
Was he like walking while like texting or something? Or?
No, he was
The girl was dancing with him,
grinding
and she took
on
it.
him.
Oh.
Yeah.
He
She
was
fleeced
distracted
him.
by the booty.
Wait, she took it from him, or someone else took it?
No, she took
Yeah,
it.
she
from
took
him.
it.
Oh, he didn't
Poor
notice at
soldier.
all, or
Well, yeah, when you're under the influence, your senses aren't as sharp.
gotcha.
Yeah.
That's terrible, man. You think you're scoring, and then you just do it. Come on, man. Man.
Yeah, then we like luckily like I know you and like this other person and him were like together. He's like, oh yeah, if I didn't see them and like you saw me and
that's
this
right.
other person, we went to this pizza place afterwards and like we went back to our Airbnb and we talked about it. He's like, yeah, if I didn't see any of you guys, I would have like either went to like a cell and called my mom or something like that. I'm like, what could you do, you know? Or just he said he would bang the ugliest girl and go for shelter.
jeez.
I'm just like, oh, poor guy, man. He was down
You're
bad.
desperate at that point.
Pulling at straw.
Yeah, that's a good one, dude. Nashville, Vegas. I mean, again, never been to Vegas. Gonna go first time next year, but yeah, I feel like similar vibes where it's kind of like good, like crazy strip of bars.
Yeah.
You go there for a few days and you're out.
Yeah, one of the weirdest things I experienced in Vegas was there'd be like these random girls just like they'd be handing out like
Flyers.
cards with like phone numbers, and like they're basically like selling like kind of like prostitutes essentially. So like, but like people just drop it because like they don't like they think it's a scam because it probably is a scam. And you just see it like littered all over the floor, and like you just pick it up and you're like, what is this? And it's a picture of a naked girl. So it's like they're just all over the city.
Yeah, I remember I was in Miami once when I was in college. Like this is like our senior year spring break trip. Me and my friends were on,
Nice.
and then this guy goes up to me. It just got progressively worse. He goes up to me,
Yeah.
gives me a card. He's like, you like girls? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you like jet skis? Yeah. And he goes, you like Coke? I'm like, okay, hold on.
He's like,
I was like, this is
the
like a
drink,
bad
right?
drink,
Bro.
I was like, the drink? He's like, you like party? You like snow? I'm like,
He likes
this is
snow.
probably- This is probably not for me.
all the weather.
It's like it doesn't snow here often, but when it does snow, there's a lot of
I
it.
was like, have a good one, man. That was good. Have you guys been to Miami or South Beach?
No,
I
I
No.
haven't
want to.
been.
South. Okay, I'll recommend like South Beach,
Been to
Miami.
Florida.
Yeah.
but- like I went to like all the kids stuff.
Miami, great. South Beach, when we stayed there, dude, they would charge you for like that container of water, for example. They would charge you by the bottle
Instead of the case.
instead of the case. So it was like so expensive. So
Just
when
going through it out there,
yeah.
man.
So I would go to 7-Eleven or something, and I would just get a huge like one thing
Like,
of
yeah, like
water.
the gallon one.
Yeah, and then I would just drink that the whole time.
Dang.
It's a fun place though.
Oh yeah, I bet.
It's
I
kind of
mean,
messed up though. It's like a state where like you're probably gonna be dehydrated because it's so hot.
hot,
Yeah.
But then
I
they really
know.
profit off of your dehydration.
Yeah.
Putting you in a corner.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like
You're
buy
like a
this or else you're gonna
captive
die.
market, you know, just like if you don't want to like hydrate yourself, you're dehydrated eventually.
Should we just get into an intense econ class right now?
Should we?
No, no. I don't know. I don't know.
That was the
much about
question
econ.
you're asking us.
No. I'm not big into. I just am not as knowledgeable at econ.
Mm.
Be cool though. I wish I did.
Econ's pretty sick. Learning about
Just learning about money, inflation.
the effects of money.
Yeah, cost of goods sold.
Cogs.
Unreal.
Yeah. Kind of wish I like studied something similar to that. Like it meant like because I didn't ever learn how to like invest, but now I feel like that's something I want to like really get into.
Yeah.
But there's just so much to like learn, and so much. I mean, I would have rather studied that in college when I was spending like full time on education. Now it's like I'm full time working, and then I want to learn things on the side, but there's like I don't have as much time. So
Yeah, I do. I wish I'm with you on that. I wish I knew more about exactly what stuff to kind of go into because I do like the very basic. Like, I'll just put all my money in like the S&P stocks, stuff
yeah.
like that. So it's kind of like
that's fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, over time it goes up, but like there's no. I just do it because it's like they always just say you should do it.
Suggest,
Yeah. So I know I watched that when you guys went on the Patrick pod. You guys talk about econ a little bit. I'm like, damn, that's sick.
You want to have your own segment dedicated to it. He's like, I'm knowledgeable to a degree.
I just want to know that I also know a little bit.
Yeah.
I still know nothing.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. Do you guys? So what do you got? You guys do business too, or because you're accounting?
Yeah, I'm accounting.
I'm in like marketing analytics.
I was coming from an engineering background, but I work in supply chain right now.
Oh hell yeah!
And I do game design and animation.
Oh,
He's the coolest job out of everyone here.
But the least stable.
dude, geez, that's sick though. Like video games?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, because he's been on a couple projects.
That aren't out yet.
Yeah.
So is that like we don't have to talk about this too. I just like it sounds cool, but like you do like the like
We are gonna talk about it.
So,
Do they pay you like regardless of whether or not it gets released?
Yeah.
Because he's contracted.
Have a
right?
contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like you're doing like the design like when they do like for example like 2K when they do like the form of like all that like physics.
Yeah. So basically how the characters move. That's what I do.
Okay, so you like do you do the thing where you like put someone in a suit?
No,
and, like,
we're
you
not
track
that
it?
fancy.
Oh, okay.
That's like the really big studios.
Okay, that's cool. Dude. That's a cool ass job. Fuck.
But it's kind of just as you
Yeah.
said.
The least stable one.
Yeah,
though.
at least stable.
You enjoy it though.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's all that matters.
Are you in business?
Yeah, so I do marketing analytics for a healthcare company or healthcare technology.
It sounds fun.
It's all right.
Marketing's tough.
Yeah, it was
I don't
more. So
like
I was in marketing, and it's more now like it's more analytics.
Oh,
And it's more
marketing?
data. Yeah, well,
Okay.
it's like I support the marketing teams. So like teams that do like
I could provide analytics to them on like who to like reach out to and stuff, or who's like
Yeah.
our advertisements reaching.
yeah, like this is the strength of the customer. Like
Uh-huh.
this is how much the market is like saying that they're going to spend.
Right.
This is how we think like these are the names of them. This is how much they've been spending. So looking at that data, like voice of customer data, like this is what they're saying about our stuff. Like go reach out to them or
Right.
try to fix the relationship,
Right.
stuff like that. So it's kind of cool, but it's not like that where you
Do
doing
you do a
badass
lot of things with like click through rates as well? Like to see like what people are interested in.
Yeah.
And then like
Yep.
targeting that's turned like towards like a certain demographic.
Yeah, that's part of it. There's like we have like an email marketing team that works with like that stuff where they go like, hey, we were gonna run a campaign that like targets sonographers, and they're just like, here's this email campaign. Like, how's it doing? We're gonna send 3 of them. Like, is the first one received well? If not, like, what parts of what other links are they clicking? Like, oh, so it seems like they're interested in this. The next one we're gonna have this information in there. So stuff like that. There's some strategy in
It's
it.
pretty sick though.
Yeah.
It's everything with numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, as an accountant, I think it's just
It's like
kinda
applied
fascinating.
math,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Just how to improve on it, stuff like that.
Yeah. I like
Because
that.
it's so prevalent now, so I think it's like good skill to kind of like.
Oh,
know.
dude.
There's so much competition you have
Right,
to like,
Right.
yeah.
Data is like going crazy. There's gonna be so much now with all this technology. All these companies know what you're doing. Like
Yeah.
knowing how to grasp it is big.
Yeah, because remember in school I had to write a paper about like big data, and it's basically just like it's infinite. There's like
Yeah.
so much things that are out there in order to like look at it or do. So just like Google alone, there's probably 1 billion or whatever results when you
Yeah.
search on something. So it just shows how much power and information is in our hands
Yeah.
and that's out there.
Well, look at AI, dude. Like AI, like ChatGPT is crazy. Like that's another thing that's crazy too. Like
Yeah.
ChatGPT, like I can do like you could ask like it's like word like you just put words like, hey, I'm trying to do this in Power BI. Like, can you like can you just explain it? And it gives you like code. It'll go like, oh, this is what you need to do. Just insert your table names and it'll work.
Right,
So like,
right.
I'll take it, put my name stuff in there, and then it'll run the code. It's kind of like having an extra worker
Yeah.
with you. It's not getting paid. Or it's like
Unpaid intern.
unpaid intern, or $20 a month intern.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
I'm actually kind of using like AI for like this podcast too, because I do all of,
really?
like the mixing for the audio. I literally just bought like a new audio plugin. I think it was like yesterday.
Yeah.
And basically like so after we record this episode, I have all like the audio tracks, and like right now we're talking in a room where it's kind of echoey. Like there's not much stuff here. It's like a de-reverb plugin. So like reverberation is just like the sound of like when we're talking, just like echoes throughout the room, and like sometimes it gets picked up in like other people's mics and stuff. It's able to find like the frequencies that are heavy on reverb and like tone it down without sacrificing the quality of the audio.
Oh wow.
So like the goal is to make it sound as crisp as like a Joe Rogan kind of podcast.
As
So
you
we're
shouted
gonna-
out earlier.
Well, we're gonna be better than that. We're gonna do numbers.
This is like the trial run episode for that because I'm gonna use it for the first time, possibly tomorrow when I start mixing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So-
They're gonna come in at their next election. They're gonna come in and interview here. What's your death row meal? Not good. You're not getting elected. It's over. Campaign over. Finished.
Yeah, I'm using ChatGPT too. I just use it for our titles because whatever we cover, what is something that's catchy for people to click through.
Yeah,
Could you see like analytics for your page, like who's viewing?
he's been looking at
your
it more than
podcast.
me.
Dude, the funniest
It's
thing,
so cool looking at it.
dude, we had for some reason we could see the breakdown. Like we're like there was we had 2% of our listeners from Qatar. And I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, that's interesting.
That's crazy. I don't know why.
It's pretty cool.
Ours is for some reason super low. Last time I checked was 30-40% was in the US and doesn't show you any other country of where it's from. I'm like,
What?
so where's the
Where are they?
60%?
Yeah, what else
Yeah.
are
It was crazy.
Huh.
I'm like, we have people from Ireland, and I'm like Qatar. I'm like, well, that's interesting. Like, what are they doing?
It's like
there?
how they find this.
Exactly. I'm like,
That's
yeah,
really
well,
cool, though.
Yeah, I don't know how it goes there. I'm assuming they just probably type in a word that's similar or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, analytics, dude. You got if you use that to your advantage, it's gonna be
Game changing.
game changing.
All right, I think we're at time for this
That
episode.
flew by.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any last remarks you want to say before we end this episode, Jeremy?
Hey,
All right, great. Last word.
don't let anyone bully you into thinking something's cool. If you like anime, watch anime. If you like K-dramas, watch K-dramas. Enjoy life. Go get a Gibson steak. Get some Popeyes fried chicken and just sit with the boys and have some living room without a G conversation. Thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
You hear here first, folks. Jeremy, good closing statement. This concludes another episode of Livin Room Podcast without the G. I'm your host today, Jason. Sign out with the boys, Dom and Bryan, and our special guest from Sloppy Seconds, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Till next week. Bye.
See ya.
peace.
Dude, that was awesome.